One of the things we've done, like Tony said, we've partnered with all the resources imaginable in our area. And believe me, it's immense. Everyone from Arnie from the Department of Development, Craig Zamry from Maine campus at Kent and the Entrepreneurial Lab, Neil from the Rotary, Tom Presme from the Youngstown Regional Chamber, or just a few of them that are here today. And of course, many people, merchants and great business owners that we have here today. We'll be working with the Warren Urban League. We will be working with the SBDC, Warren Economic Development Group, Mike Keys, and a couple other folks, Youngstown Business Incubator, and also other accelerators and incubators in the area that we've teamed up with to see what kind of other resources that are out there. Other professional organizations like the SHRM societies, local libraries, the Eastern Gateway, the Youngstown State University, YWCA, Weedency, Strengthening Community, quite a few different organizations that are out there, even the Wien Foundation, MedVac, and of course a lot of our local politicians are very supportive and kind also. The Warren City Council has been wonderful in giving us resources and giving us great ideas. The Business Investment Center, that we'll be doing a lot of marketing research for new businesses coming in. Great resource in Youngstown. If you haven't seen them, you've got to go see them. And we'll just be continuing that process and building our networks of support throughout the state and on a national level. We have great people here and great businesses. We've got to give them all the support that they need. And we'll just continue to keep doing that. Also, I have to say thank you to all the businesses out there that are willing to mentor these businesses for free. They're volunteering thousands of hours. We have attorney Kurt Bogan here that's willing to give 1,000 of free legal to these businesses coming in. This is a tremendous time, pulling our resources together and making it work for our community. I'm very proud to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, I indicated we have an advisory council. I think we have an all-star advisory council, and I'd like to introduce Ellen Rucker, a member of that advisory council, to introduce them.
Thank you, Tony. Before I introduce the advisory council, I have to bring a little bit of emotion to this because it's been a long struggle in our city to get to this point. We have always stretch our hand out to business people, and especially new startup businesses, but somewhere along the line, we were turning out new businesses, and I, as a council person, I was always on the ground trying to, and hearing all the complaints and stuff, and listening to people who said that Warren was not as business friendly as we should be. And so in assessing all of those complaints, I thought, what do people need? And what does the city need? And the city needs to anchor itself and anchor our citizens with new business growth. Some people said that we should go toward the high and the new technology. And that's just one avenue. But this is a mom and pop town, and our citizens have always been the anchor for the city of Warren. So in meeting their needs, the idea of an incubator is so vital, and so I've really pushed and tried to sell this idea all across the city and in council to people that during those first 3 years when most businesses fail, what could we do? And I'm so thankful today that the Mayor Michael O'Brien and Tony Iannucci both heard that cry, because now we're in a position to help them the first 3 years with everything that they possibly need to become successful businesses. And this is geared towards Warren City people. And so during this terrible economic time that we've just gone through, here we are, we're pulling ourselves up. This is not being created by stimulus money or anything like that. It's Warren pulling itself up by its bootstraps. And it's Warren reaching out to its own citizens and saying that we're going to invest in you. The federal statistics say that for every $1 that a city invests in new business growth through incubators, you receive $2 back. So it's a win-win for us, and it's also a win-win for our city. And some of the people that have just worked their butts off to make this happen. I'd like to thank them first, and that is Jody Sexton, who I've stood on her shoulders as tall as I am a number of times, and she's just been so vital to this. And John Robinson, who is a rock, and you know John, you know the rock, you know. And also to Tony Iannucci, and again to Mayor Michael O'Brien, and to Warren City Council's Community Development Committee, who aren't here today, but I bounce everything off of them for their response and their reaction to what's going on in their neighborhood, what are their new entrepreneurs saying, and so they've been so important. Our new advisory committee is a group of very talented people, and they just readily committed to this project, and we are so thankful to have them on board. And I'd like for them to please wave your hand or stand up when I call your name. Tom Presby, Youngstown Warren Regional Chamber. Sherry Harrell, who is not here, but she has a representative from the Y. Rob Nicholson, the Executive Director of the Nicholson Center. Tom Conley, CEO of the Greater Warren Youngstown Urban League. Mike Craig, Principal, Hill Barton King CPAs, and Tim Callion, the business agent of the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union. Also, Juan Furby, the new owner-operator of Sibley Funeral Home. So you see we have a talented and wide range of talent coming to help our citizens develop their new businesses. And again, thank you all for being here today. Appreciate it.
Next we have Dr. John Robertson, who's going to introduce the first business member for the Warren Business Exchange.